This young man was, in fact, a genuine womanizer. His life, apart from immersing himself in several virtual wives, was not passionate about anything else. Today, like every other day, after drinking a few cans of beer, Hee-han lazily climbed into bed, snoring loudly as usual. However, before he could fall into a deep sleep, he suddenly heard a voice that seemed to pour honey into his ear. "Sir, I've finally found you. From now on, I'll be relying on you." Hee-han, drowsy, saw a beautiful girl in front of him. No, to be precise, she was sitting on top of him. Due to the effects of the alcohol, Hee-han thought he was dreaming. In this dream, the girl seemed to be doing something mischievous with him. "What's going on?" Hee-han thought to himself, "Is it because I've been a single dog for too long that I'm having such a wild dream?" However, if this was a dream, it was too real. Every sense of Hee-han's was being stimulated. The hot body in front of him kept moving on top of him, making him slowly realize something. This was definitely not a dream. Hee-han's first reaction was to scream, then sit up abruptly, pushing the strange person who was straddling him off. He was overwhelmed by a chaotic mix of emotions, feeling both panic, confusion, and embarrassment. "Wait, who are you? What a pity, I was almost there." The other person sighed deeply, then slowly crawled back toward Hee-han, wearing a captivating expression. She introduced herself as Rin Jun-chi, from the Piao Miao Financial Group. She apologized again to Hee-han for dirtying his body without permission, but explained that it was a rushed situation, which was why she had acted so hastily. Hee-han had no idea what the other person was talking about. What was the Piao Miao Group? It was the first time he had ever heard of it. However, now that he was this close, he realized that she was even more beautiful than he had initially thought. Before Hee-han could figure out how to handle the situation, Rin Jun-chi's expression suddenly changed. In an instant, Hee-han instinctively glanced behind him, following her gaze. What he saw was a large, black, wolf-like creature walking on two legs, which smashed through the glass door of his room. Before Hee-han could even determine whether this was real or just an illusion, let alone react, Rin Jun-chi screamed, "Get back!" With that, she shot out a huge fireball, instantly blowing the wolfman away. By the time Hee-han could calmly observe everything that had just happened, the glass window behind him had been blown out, and a large section of the wall was pierced, leaving a big hole that allowed the night wind to rush in. "Before I finish collecting everything, no one is allowed to harm him," Rin Jun-chi said again, her hands forming seals, with some lingering sparks of fire still flickering around her. Hee-han looked through the large hole in the wall, then back at Rin Jun-chi, unsure of what expression he should be wearing. Just then, more wolf-like creatures began charging from the ground, all of them attacking at once.